Hi friends, welcome back to my session. And before of this session, what we had discussed. So we had discussed about the S3 versioning. So what is the use of S3 versioning? So how we need to enable, how we are going to suspend. Everything we had discussed on the previous session. And in the current session, we are going to discuss about the life cycle rules. So generally, you have some better understanding about what is life cycle. Life cycle is nothing but uh, once the object has been created, means S3 bucket has been created. So what the process we need to follow? How the transition happens? In life also we have the life cycle policy. So once we have birth, then after that we need to went to school, after that college, after that job, after that retirement. See, this is a life cycle. In the similar way, whenever I had updated any object into the S3 bucket, so I can set the life cycle rules. So based on that life cycle rule, the object will be transitioned from the one storage class to another storage class. So right now, first of all, whenever I had uploaded any object into the S3 bucket, it will be entered into the one storage class. Further, after certain days of time, if I want to move the object into the different storage class, if I not set the life cycle policy, I need to do it on manual way. So without doing the manual way, if I create the life cycle policy, what will happen? Automatically, whatever based on the rules which I had set in the life cycle policy, automatically the objects will be moved to the certain means like storage class based on the rules which I have been set. So just please have a quick look on this. You will get the better understanding. Lifecycle rule can be used to transit the objects storage class from one storage class to another storage class based on the requirement. So based on my requirement, I am going to create the lifecycle policy. So as per the rules specified by me, the storage class will be deferred. Means initially it will be uploaded into the standard, then after it will be moved into the standard IA. Later it will be moved into the one zone IA. So based, suppose if I want to skip the one zone IA, after the standard one IA, it will be directly moved into the instant Glacier interval. So whatever the requirements have, based on the requirements, I am going to create the lifecycle policy. And is it mandatory to enable the versioning for creating the lifecycle policy? Obviously no. If we have not enabled the versioning, then it will be fine. It will be applicable to the all the current versions. Suppose if I enable the version, then once I had enabled the version, what will happen? I have the multiple versions for the same file. So I need to create the lifecycle policy for the non-current versions as well. If I enable the versioning, then I have two types of versions are there. One is current version and the second one is non-current version. If I didn't enable the versioning, then I need to create the lifecycle rule for only current versions. If suppose if I enable the versioning, then I need to create the separate lifecycle policy for the non-current versions as well. And here is the sequence of storage classes. The first one is standard and the standard IA, intelligent tier, one zone IA, glacier, instant retrieval, and all these things we had discussed earlier. And the last one is final expire. Suppose if I am not using the object for more than 1 year or 2 years, I don't need those objects. If I still kept the object, even though if it is not required for me, if I kept the data in the storage bucket, I need to pay for that amount. So instead of avoiding those charges, I just want to do one thing. If the object time is more than 2 years in my bucket, those objects will be deleted automatically, means expire automatically. It will reduce the cost for me. So for that purpose, I am going to mention here. Suppose I don't want to expire anything, then okay, it's okay. I am not going to delete any object. So whatever the things I am set on the lifecycle policy, accordingly the process will be executed. Okay, just quickly we can quickly jump into the practical section. So without wasting time, right now I don't have any buckets in my account. So quickly I am going to create a bucket. So I am going to create the bucket in the Northern Virginia region only, that is US-East-1, and my bucket name is Lifecycle Rule dot some random number 1 2 3 4 something, anything is enough. So I kept the default things only, and here I'm just without disturbing anything, just create the bucket. All the things is in default only. So view details, just the I had entered into the bucket. Suppose if I want to enable the version, how I can do? Go to properties, click on edit, enable, just save changes, then the versioning is has been enabled. Okay, fine. So where I need to create the lifecycle policy, just go to management, here lifecycle rules, here I am going to create the lifecycle rule. Just click on create lifecycle rule, lifecycle dot rule 1. Okay, choose the rule scope. Is the rule scope is limited to using one or more filters, or apply to all the objects in the objects? Means, will this rule will be applicable all the objects which are light on the bucket, or the based on the some rules or filters I am going to applicable this? But in my scenario I am going to apply for the all the objects which are available in my bucket. I just need to acknowledge the same. And life cycle actions. So what is my requirement? So move current versions of the object between storage classes. If I check mark this, I am getting the only options related to this. So whatever the current versions I have, which the objects will be there, so it will be moved accordingly. So initially all of my accounts, means all of the objects will be stored in the standard only. So once the standard is there, so just please have a look. Infrequent access data once in a month will with milliseconds. And as we already discussed about this, like what are the different types of storage classes available in S3 bucket, and where to use the scenario based, everything we had discussed in the previous classes. So right now I'm not going to drive into much into this storage classes. Just whenever, suppose initially I had uploaded any object into the S3 bucket, initially it will be went into the standard class. So after 30 days of time, days after object creation, after 30 days of time, it need to went into the standard IA. Okay, and here just please have a look. I am going to create the lifecycle policy for the current version like this standard. From after 30 days, it will be moved into the standard IA, and after 60 days, it will be automatically moved into the one zone IA. For that, I need to create here. So one zone IA. After how many days? 60. Next. After 90 days, it will be need to the Glacier flexible retrieval. After 90 days, Glacier flexible retrieval. Next. After 180 days, it will be into the Glacier's deep archive. Okay. After 180 days, it will be Glacier deep archive. After 180 days. And at the same time, you can be check here. Day 0, object has been uploaded. After 30 days, object moved to the standard IA. After 60 days, object moves to the one zone IA. After 90 days, object moved to the Glacier instant flexible retrieval, formerly Glacier. And after 180 days, object moved to the Glacier deep archive. And here you can observe that the object will never ever expire, because of, if I want to expire my object after 60 days, how I will do that? So here, and this will be applicable to the current versions only. I need to create the rule which is applicable for the non-current versions as well. Just click here. Here you will get the options like transition non-current versions of the object between storage classes. Here, just have a look. 30 days. After 30 days, it need to move into the Glacier deep archive. So I simply after 30 days. Okay, if the non-current version after the 30 days of time, it will be automatically move from standard storage class to Glacier deep archive for the non-current versions. Just please remember. Okay, and the number of newer versions to retain, it's optional, we don't need to mention here. If suppose if you have the requirement, you can, the number of versions required you can mention here. Okay, just acknowledge the same. And expire the current version of the objects, means if I want, up to now I don't have the expire option, so if I want the expire option also, just click here. Then days after the object creation, suppose 760 days, just check here. After 180 days, you'll move to the Glacier deep archive. Then after 760 of days, if I am not able to access the object, then it will be automatically expired. Means it will delete from my account. In the similar way, permanently delete of non-current versions. This will be applicable to the non-current versions. So how many days? For 360 days. It's enough for me. Here you can, after 360 days, all the other non-current versions are permanently deleted. So based on my requirement, and delete expired objects, delete marker. Suppose if I delete any object, that will be marked as a delete marker. So if I want to delete the delete markers as well, then just click here. Then you will get the another option. Delete the multipart everything. After, suppose this is also 365. Okay. And I want to create the rule. Just click on create the rule. Okay. And right now the lifecycle rule has been created, and this lifecycle rule will be applicable to the all the objects which are lies under my bucket. Okay, this will be applicable to all the objects. Okay, and okay, I had created everything. So this is the way we are going to create a lifecycle rule. So whatever the rules which I had made in the lifecycle rule, the transition will be happen like that only. The storage class will move from the before different from one storage class to another storage classes. This is the way. Okay, and if I want to upload up to now we had seen in the graphical user interface how to upload any object into the S3 bucket. Okay, this is the bucket. Just now if I want to click, just I need to click here upload, and automatically the files will be uploaded into this bucket. But right now my scenario will be different. I just want to upload the files from my system to S3 bucket through command line interface. How I will be achieved? So for that I quickly jump into the IAM session, because of I need to integrate now. So in IAM what I will do, I am going to create one IAM user. I already have one IAM user, so I am not going to use. Just I am going to use create one user. So the username is S3. So provides user access to AWS management. It's not required for me. S and attach policies directly. So what administrator access? I am going to provide the administrator access. Just click on next. So create user. So user has been created. So once the user has been created, I need to create the access keys. Just create access key. You third-party service like that you can use. I confirm. Next, description test purpose. It's your wish. You can set anything. Download CSV. So okay, and I am going to create the duplicate of this account instead of exit from this. So S3 service, not on the users. I am just looking for the S3 service now. Just go to S3 service. So first of all, if I want to integrate, just open the command prompt. I need to integrate the AWS CLI with my command prompt. So that's why I'm just going to the Google AWS CLI download. Okay, installer update. Okay, for Windows. Mhm. Download. Okay, for 62-bit, it will be downloaded. Just open the downloads. AWS CLI. Just install the same as I'm using the Windows now, so that's why I had selected Windows. Just accept the terms and condition. Next, install. It will take some time to get it installed. Just click on S. So it will be installed. It will take some time, not much time. So we need to wait until it has been configured. So once this has been done, we will open the command prompt and we are going to configure. So how to configure, I will show to you. So just wait for a minute. CMD command prompt, run as administrator. Yes, the command prompt has been opened. So still AWS CLI interface is running. So we need to wait until it has been successfully installed in our machine. So once it has been installed, then I will show to you how to integrate to the S3 bucket. Just click on finish. It's done. So AWS configure. Just click enter. No, AWS configure. I'm going to cancel and I'm going to open it once again. Run as administrator. Okay. AWS configure. Yes, it is asking the AWS access ID. So where is the access ID, access key? This is the access key. I need to provide here. I need to provide here. Enter. Secret key. Copy it. Enter. Bucket is in US hyphen E East hyphen 1. Enter. Either you can enter table or JSON. Everything will be fine. Okay. Right now from my command prompt, I am connecting to the S3 bucket. AWS S3. Which service I am using? S3 LS list of buckets. It will show the list of buckets which are available in my account. Yeah. Right now I only have the one bucket. So that will be displayed. Okay. And if I want to copy the files from my local machine to the S3 bucket, how I can be achieved? So copy a single object from laptop to S3. How? So just in this way, just copy, paste. Here I'm just opening the S3. I'm opening the S3 bucket and here I need to select the path. Just click on. Okay. This is the thing. Control Z. Okay, to S3 S3 the bucket name. So what is the bucket name? Bucket name is, this is the bucket name. Just Control C. Okay. Invalid argument. So we need to validate this. There is some issue. Okay. Just please have a look. Small s. Okay. What happened? Updation failed. Life cycle parameter validation failed. Invalid length for parameter 0 or valid length is 1. So what I will do, hyphen hyphen recursive. Just hyphen hyphen recursive. This time checking is it will work out or not. Yes, it has been upload copied. Okay, just go to the S3 bucket and check whether it has been uploaded or not. Open the right now. No. It's a lifecycle rule. Just I want to go to the buckets. Yes, the folder has been updated. Just did you see that? Right now, I had uploaded all the content from here. So in this way, by using the CLI component, I will be able to upload my documents. Okay, and there are different activities we can perform on this. Just please have a look on this. And for everything, AWS is the common, and whatever the service you are using. If you are using S3, you can mention S3. If you are using EC2, you can using EC2. If you are using VPC, you can mention VPC. AWS is a cloud provider and S3 is a service, and the rest of all, what the thing you are copying CP, you are syncing sync command and source and destination, and whatever the activity. So everything will be possible to be done by using the CLI. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the session. Okay, thank you guys. We'll meet up on the next section. Bye bye.